Hello everyone. Welcome to the stream. Today we are starting a new adventure. We're gonna be playing some KSP. I haven't played that game in like more than 2 years, I think now. Um, Obviously, after KSP 2 was released, I kind of stopped playing for a while. That game was a disaster. And yeah, I was seeing some video of it, and I was like, yeah, let's try to do something with that. Let's try to get back into the game. Let's try to have some fun in the game. The first one was always great. So we're gonna be playing. We have the Outer Planets mods enabled, and I have absolutely no idea how to even say it. Kcalbeloh system. So basically, we have a black hole a bit further away from us. So that's gonna be really cool to explore. So we're gonna try to do that. Obviously, obviously, if you're new to the channel, feel free to like, subscribe, and welcome to the channel. And yeah, we're gonna start directly without much more. Let me move my camera. I might move it afterward. We'll see. So let's start a new game. I put my own little flag. So we are the ZSP, so the Zedd Space Agency, I guess. I mean, we can find a better name long term. We're gonna play on career mode, difficulty moderate. I'm not putting it in anything harder because I kind of want to, if you go harder, you're not allowed to revert flight, and I kind of want to keep that just in case, you know, but it's Kerbal, shit's happen, so need to be careful. So yeah, let's just go in. So this is also like a super heavily modded game. I think in total there's like 230 mods, something like that. A lot of more advanced research. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, that sound was a bit loud. Should be good now. Okay, let's close that. Thanks, got it. So we have Comnet enabled. We're just gonna permit all connectivity. You can see that the base, like the base control center, is completely different than usual. It's a bit weird because our zone are the buildings that are not advanced at all, but we also have all those facility around. So I thought it was kind of the nice mod, so I added it. We also have Kerbal construction time, so every construction will actually take time to build. So that's going to be interesting. So we're going to need to plan our mission basically. I think the first thing for that, just before I go anywhere else, we're just going to increase the speed of building rockets, at least one at a time. We have a bunch more options, but for that, it's going to be fine to start with. I'm just going to go into setting and decrease. Is it even music or is it ambient? I think it's ambient. Yeah, I think it was ambient. Okay, that's good. Yeah. So KSP, for those that don't know the game, it's basically you're building rockets. You're trying to go into space, but you're building rocket with little green alien. Basically, that's as simple as that. It's a goofy simulator game. Don't need to take the game or space exploration too seriously. You can see I have a bunch of mod installed because normally like the tech tree finish basically what here, something like that. But we can go quite far with some crazy research in the future. We have some basic engine, and as we go further along, we're going to discover more and more parts. But to do that, we're going to need to do some mission, get some science, and do some contracts to advance our each of our building to be able to launch more and bigger rockets or bigger plane. And yeah, basically that's it. Let me show you the map that might be the more interesting part in there. There we go. So we have Kerbin, which is our main planet. We can consider it the Earth. We have the Moon, and we have Mimnus, which is another moon, but it's with a slight inclination and a much lower gravity. So it's actually easier to go there and just staying in orbit, but it's harder to land than to go to... No, it's Easier to go to the moon, but it's easier to land on Mimas. That's what it is. So we have normal planet from the system solar. So we have Eve, Moho, Duna, which is basically like Mars. And then you go out, you have Dress, Jewel, which are like starting to be like the gas giant. And as you go out, you have Erlum, Neldon, Plock. And yeah, those are the outer planet mods. And if you go, there we go, here, we have Kcalbeloh. Hopefully I say it right. Which is super far away. Yeah, like 400 million meter. 400 billion meter. And what do we have here? We have different planets with their own star, and some have binary star. I didn't even know that. So for example, here, if we zoom, we have some super interesting planet. I haven't looked at all of them, so I'm keeping myself a bit of the surprise. But yeah, you can see there's multiple star. This one seems to be, what is that? Just a comet? That's a nice comet. I mean, it's a big comet, but it's I guess it's still a comet. And yeah, our goal will be to, I think the goal of this series is going to be to go to Kcalbeloh, basically. I mean, not obviously, we won't be able to land here. That's going to be impossible. But I think our goal is going to be to go close to the black hole, basically. As close as we can. Maybe colonize the place. Like, what are those? Is that a planet? Yeah, that's a nice planet. It's a bit close to a black hole, but sure, it's fine. As long as we don't think about radiation, I'm sure it's fine. But yeah, huge solar system, and you can see the distance that we have from here is crazy. There we go. Am I zooming on the right planets? Not even. There we go. Back on Kerbal. So yeah, we're slowly gonna start launching mission, do some projects, some research, sending some probe left and right, hopefully get a bit of money, and then the goal is gonna be to try to slowly explore our solar system to get a bit of research point and then go elsewhere. So we can start with the mission center. That's where we have all the big missions, so we can just go there. The first mission, a lot of times, start the space program, launch a vessel into the air, super easy. You get a bunch of money for just launching your first mission, so that's easy. Orbin, Kerbin, I don't think we'll do that directly, but we have suborbital trajectory. And I think, yeah, just go to space, basically. We go to, I think in Kerbin, it's like 70 kilometers of altitude, so it's really not that high. And we also have that, technically. We can only take 2 research. And where is that? KSP administration, KSP R&D. That's the ship spaceplane hangar. And the tracking station, which is where we were looking at the map. And that's actually quite a good mission. It's for Mr. Goo. So it's a bit, we might not be able to do that. I don't know if we can even build a rover right now. So let's go for reach for the star, just to go to 70 kilometers. I think we can do that, and then we'll be able to like do a rover and just basically go around with Mr. Goo, which is like the first science module, basically. So yeah, let's start. Yeah, the loading time are a bit long. Obviously, adding the mod also doesn't simplify that. But yeah, we have command pods, classic. We have like the classic American versus Soviet design. You can say it that way. Onion is more of a Soviet design. Then we have the solid rocket boosters. So we have 2. We have the procedural, which is based on the mod. Actually, no. Sticking properly. I mean, we can always move it, but it's... Oh, it's fixed. Okay, it was just needed some time to change, I guess. What is deflection? Oh, changing the angle. Ooh. Okay. Yeah, why not? I mean, for some engine, I guess it makes sense. Not in our case, but I think just for it's our first launch. Let's use the good old engine. The first one that like basically everyone uses when you're playing KSP. Some basic fins. Just 4 of them will be enough. We don't even need a heat shield with that mission. There we have the mystery goo, so we're gonna take 2 of those on each side. We could put those things, but honestly they're not really required for that mission. They're just gonna cost money for anything, and we are actually already spending like 2,500. Let's add 1 parachute because that seems necessary. And everywhere there, I don't see anything. Hey, Sirius, how are you doing? Starting a KSP campaign. I haven't played that game in super long. Yeah. You've been playing a bit more Kcalbeloh. And yeah, that's it. We have our engine, our parachute, so that's all we need basically for his first mission. How do we name the ship? Sirius, do you have a name for the ship? How do we call the first version? Like basically gonna launch off, go 2,000 meter high and land somewhere else. How do we call it? Let's put thrust limiter as well to not burn up. And then we could change the scale, but that's not useful for us. Let's put it orange. That's nice. Show stat, I'm not sure what this does. And we have safety rating. I'm not actually sure what this does. Tested false. Seems nice. Yeah, I have no idea exactly what this does. Some mods doing something, but yeah. Yeah, how do we name it though? And we can see it's gonna take, with our construction time, do we see the build time? Yeah, we don't see like we don't see the number of points it takes to build. At least I don't see it, but it's gonna take 5 days to build at 0.9 building point per second, I guess. Rollout time, that's the time to put it on the launch pad, 20 minutes. So obviously a small mission is going to be quite fast to build. The more we're going to get with bigger ship, the more it's going to take a while to send. So if we need to do like a recovery mission, we're probably going to need to have a rocket and a crew ready to launch, which is going to be interesting. Okay, we're launching Jebediah. I'm fine with that. Worst case, he die fast. That's they playing in intermediate. They won't survive if they crash, but that should be fine. Won't happen. How do we call it? Let's just call it Upper 1. That's fine. Perfect name. It's not gonna do much more than that, so I'm fine with that name. So we can do launch, and now it's added to the... Yeah, it's fine. They're paid. I mean, if they die, their family gonna get paid for it, but it's other... It's fine. Yeah, we can see the delta T, so I think my camera is correctly placed for this stream. Yeah, so now we can leave that. Taking a minute to load. There we go. And if you look at the sky, I didn't even talk about it, but I have the mode to have like volumetric cloud, which is crazy to have in KSP. It's so nice when we're gonna start like speeding up. Yeah, can I just go for that? Nope. Yeah, it's this mode, I think. But let me just see the construction. No, not that. I was clicking the... Are those all going to the same place? Apparently they are going to the same place. Sure, okay. I don't know why I don't have the option to increase the speed there. I'll just do it manually, I guess. Then you can see the cloud, just beautiful cloud. We have 5 days to pass. And it should slow down by itself. 1 more hour. There we go. Obviously it's a night, we don't see anything, that's great. And now we're gonna have to do the rollout. So the rocket is finishing building, now we need to send it to the launch pad. Yeah, delete and close. Delete and close, that's fine. And now if we click here, yeah, now it's back. I don't know why it disappeared for a second. And warp to completion. There we go. Are we really going to be launching at night? Apparently we are. Let's see. Let's just have a look at the solar system. I have like... I feel like the night is long, but I don't know, it's going to be day in a few minutes, but apparently we're going to launch at night, which is, I mean, it's fine. I mean, let's wait an hour or two just so the sun can come back. Up, close, delete. That's good. And just... There we go. A bit of light. And now we can go... That's a bit weird. Launch, fill all. Yeah, we're good to go. Let's launch. First launch. We are ready. I mean, this flight won't go far. Don't expect too much. It's like we're gonna lift off, go 20 meters up, and basically we're good. So I have the mod FMRS activated. This mod, we won't be using it for a while, but it's gonna allow us to, if we have multi-stage rocket recovery, we're gonna be able to get it back that way. And now the sounds... What is that sound? What is making so much sound? Yeah, there's... Let's try to fix that, because I'm sure I'm not... Must not even be like understandable with that much sound. Let's try UI as well. Maybe it's that. No, that's not it. Spacecraft? Voices? No, I have actually no idea what that is. Just master to see. Now it's less loud for sure. Let's put spacecraft back up. Is it ambient? Okay, let's put master here. Spacecraft, UI, voices. I'm not actually sure what it is. Music? If I do that and that, that might be better for now. Okay, let's just launch. So we're launching straight up, gaining a bit of speed. We can do some research. So a bit of science. Let's do a crew report. Let's also try to get some horizontal speed. And you can see the beautiful cloud. We're slowly passing through them. There we go. We're gonna reach an altitude of what? 7,000 meter? Not too bad. Can we even observe another mystery goo? Not right now. Just keep it for now. So we got a few milestones. That's great. You can even see like the shadow with the cloud. That's amazing. Oh. What happened here? Is it red? Oh, it's Ablative burning. Yeah, let's try to turn around a bit. Ablative shield is getting off fast. We're not even... I don't know why it's going down. We're not really even warm or anything, so... a bit strange. But yeah, mission successful. We've launched our first rocket. We're slowly... ablative shielding leaks. Sure, that's... ablative shielding is supposed to be a solid, but... I'm sure it makes sense. There we go. Parachute is deployed. And we're going to be good for recovery. We're going to be able to study the mystery go in the water, so at least there's going to be that. And just before we touch the ground, let's slow down a bit. There we go. But actually, let's lower that and that a bit more. Here we are in the water, so that's good. And we are safe. So we can study the second mystery goo. It's not going to give us as much, but it can be worth it. Let's do one EVA report. Board again. Enter seats. I don't know what mod does that, but that's cool. Whoa. Yeah. Okay. Recover vessel. Normal recovery. And we should be good. We don't need to reuse that craft. It should be giving us enough science to get some proper engine. Start doing something a bit more useful. And yeah. 25 science. That's amazing. We got a bit of funding from recovering the part. I think the closer you are to the KSP, the more science, the more value you get back. That's good. GBD, again, a bit of experience. I mean, not much, realistically. And we have the final frontier, which is another mode, mission summary. So award for search for getting 10 research, EV in water on Kerbal. For being the first Kerbal to taking footstep on Kerbal, sure. Splash down on water. First Kerbal to landing on Kerbal. Altitude over 1,000 meter and speed over 100 meter per second. That's cool. That's cool. So we're gonna get those like mission every time. So what can we do with that? We have a bunch of like general item. I'm not sure we're gonna need them, to be fair. Like it's a bunch of part for ground support. I think will be good. And then we have two choice. I think we're going to be able to take them both. We have engineering 101 that's going to give us the coupler, a bunch of tool, I guess. Rechargeable battery, antenna for communication, thermometer is going to be for science, so that's going to be cool. And a decoupler. So let's take that one. Yeah, and now we need to purchase the parts. So we got a lot of money for now, so we're actually good. But we're going to need to be careful with that. And on this side, we're also going to get it, but we're getting liquid hydrogen engine. Seems to be more for vacuum, but I might be wrong. Quite a good ISP. So the ISP is the efficiency of the engine. You can consider it like that. There's technically an upper limit for chemical propulsion around like 600, but you will see engines that are going much farther if you go into nuclear or anything like that. Yeah, it's probably doesn't even tell us exactly what it's for. We have the Goldfish, which is a really small engine, 0.1 ton, much less efficient. The bit of vectoring, which is nice. It's gonna allow us more control. Valiant engine, which is like the classic KSP engine. So ISP not that great, but a lot more thrust. And some gimballing, so that's nice. We have the Spark, which is really small engine. Swivel, which is bigger, a bit less gimbal, a bit more efficient. Relatively expensive. Hammer, which is a bigger solid rocket engine. Motra, stack decoupler. Fairing adapter. Okay, we're already getting fairing. That's quite nice. We have the Marlin, which that I'm pretty sure is just a space engine. With a lot of vectoring. How much weight? 0.9 tons, so it's a bit heavy. 0.3 for this one. With a really bad ISP. This one is clearly for vacuum. Okay, so I think we're gonna start. We have 15 more points, so we're gonna be able to. We could take survivability. Landing leg. More science, that's always useful. Heat shield, parachute. Yeah, parachute is nice. Mostly the drogue chute because that's allowing us to slow down. More science. Yeah, we're gonna take that. Yeah, so let's take. Can we buy them? Yeah, we can buy them individually. Wait, what? I need to. Is that so? Like here, can I just buy the antenna? No. Also, I need to purchase everything. What do you mean I need to wait until the node is fully researched? What does that mean? Research, research, research. Wait, what? Uh, I don't have the construction on that side. The construction should be there, but it's not. Ah. Because it was clicking everything underneath. Okay, that makes more sense. Yeah. So I'm not sure. Oh, that's expensive. Why? What is so expensive? Oh, the fuel tank are super expensive. Let's look into that. I'm actually not sure what it's giving me that. What does it say exactly? You must wait until the node is fully researched to purchase part. Research part. To purchase part. So I should already have the part? Really? If we go back here. But I should have them in an experimental stage, whatever that means. No, I don't have them. Okay. Let's look for something else then. Is it Kerbal construction time that's adding that as well? Like there's like a research time now? Yeah, I will try that. I will try to advance a bit the time just to see. Because I have key city reconditioning, so maybe it's linked to that in some way. Ah, yes, it's that. Research of time. That's horrible. Okay. Okay. Let's go to upgrade. Okay, we have new points. Do we? 3 more points? Yeah. So I can go into Arity. And is it research? I guess it's development. Research, we're getting point for building points. And that's... Yes, now it's 2 days. Okay, that's cool. That's horrible, but that's kind of cool. So let's just warp to completion. So we're gonna get the basic one. And to be fair, I should have started another building, but yeah, it's fine. Always night in this game. Incredible. We can go to mission control. We already have 2 active. Did we not complete any of those? I'm not sure what that didn't count. Let's try it again. Now we have more research, so that's good. Close. So technically, yeah, we have a new tech in 7 day, but we don't need that one. So let's do another, like the upper V2, I guess. Or the Mark II. And let's just go for that. Let's do something a bit bigger. Let's remove... Oh, can I on that? Yeah, thank you. So now, yes, now I have proper... Ah, yeah, now I can purchase it. Yeah, makes sense. Okay. So yeah, the procedural tank are a lot more expensive. Ah. So that's a tank for cryogenic. That's a tank for everything, I guess. Then we have the standard tank. Let's just go for the standard one. Yeah, that's good. Then in terms of engine, I think I will go with like the Valiant. That's a classic. We're getting quite a low ISP, obviously, for, I mean, not ISP, but just Delta V. That's better, 1,800. It's gonna cost a bit more. Let's do it like that. We should add a decoupler. Add some separation here, but we'll add thermal shield as well. There we go. Small shield. Perfect. Just change that design a bit. What is that? Up. There we go. Perfect. Battery, I think we will be fine for now. Let's add an antenna right next to the flag. Cool. More science now. Yeah, we have the thermometer, which basically need to buy. Let's put 2 of those. And we don't have the better shoot for now, but this one should be fine. Since we're decoupling, it should be fine. Upper MK2. There we go. Save it, launch it. This is going to take 7 days to build, actually. A lot longer. Hopefully we'll be able to do our science. I don't know why the first one wasn't validated instantly, to be fair. Okay. Everything just flashing through our eyes. Oh, it's raining a bit. That's cool. I didn't even know it could rain into a KSP. There we go. Much longer for the research, like 5 hours, so that's cool. Yeah, the fact that the research as well as it is really cool. I should have known, but yeah. I will do the rollout. And it's a bit cloudy, but we're gonna be able to experience like the cloud, I guess. I feel like we're in Microsoft Flight Simulator with that. Launch. Second trial. Upper MK2. Will it work? Hopefully it should work. If we don't have like an engine failure at the start or something like that. Because there's a chance, there's always like a percentage of chance that something will break. And I think the more you launch each part, the less chance of it breaking it has, or something like that. Vessel complete. We can go that here. So our mission. Launch a vessel into the air. Yeah, should be fine then. Wait, what? What was that song? And now we've decoupled completely. Reverse flight to launch? Let's try that again. That was weird. Or did I not put the correct tank? That's totally possible. I'm sure that's a problem. I just assumed the tank had both fuel in them, but if it's probably only liquid fuel and not oxidizer. No, they have everything. Oh, because it's not correctly placed. Okay, there we go. So vessel complete, contract complete. So we got one contract. Now we're gonna try to go as high as possible. And we need to exchange that. There we go. So we're passing the first layer of cloud. Let's just take a small angle just to not crash down when we're gonna be coming down, but yeah. Get some experience to jab. And you can see the plume of the exhaust like slowly getting larger as we are going up. 35, maybe 40 kilometers, that's quite nice. There we go. Apparently there, for some reason, still a bit of delta V inside. Yeah, liquid fuel remaining. We have broken an altitude record, that's cool. Yeah, oxidizer leak this time. Nice. Okay, that's cool. We can do some research while we are going up. Some science. Log the temperature as well. Let's do a crew report. I think I should have a mod for that as well. Yeah, so we won't be going into suborbital trajectory today. It's going to be for another time. Let's, I think we can decouple now. There we go. There we go. Can we observe the second one? No, we're still at the same altitude. It's not high enough to do that. So we're gonna wait to go into, I think, this region. I think we didn't explore yet. And we're going down. Hopefully we won't be burning in the atmosphere. That would be nice. Okay, let's place ourselves relatively retrograde. We should be in the correct position. Okay, not much science. Okay, let's log the temperature. Yeah, now we have sonic boom as we're going down, which is super cool as well. Okay. We're passing through super big cloud. We're going quite fast, but it should be fine. Oh. First layer of cloud. I think we can deploy our parachute now. Yeah, the heat shield is still leaking. Okay, let's deploy. There we go. Oh, and it's raining. That's so cool. And parachute is good. We are safe. 10 meters per second might be a bit on the fast side, but we should be good with that. Okay. The view with the cloud like that, the ray and everything, it's so amazing. I haven't played KSP in a while, and like, it's a bit laggy as always. I mean, it's KSP, but it's so cool to see that it changed so much. Do we recover it? I don't think we do. Just do normal. We don't need anything else. I think if you do like the other recoveries, you can reuse the part technically. Might save you time on construction time, but we're moving so fast through research. It's not really necessary. Okay, 30 for science, that's not that much. A bit more funding. No XP gain this time. Finish an exceptional contract. 10 kilometer acceleration of at least 3G for 3 or more seconds. Okay, cool. Cool. 34 science. we can only take one. I think we're gonna go general rocketry. Start getting some bigger engine. This is quite a small one though. There's the torch, is also small. Reliant, I think, is a good one. Yeah, the ISP is a bit better, I think. But there's no swivel on this one. And there's a bigger solid booster. Stability, it's nothing really crazy. I think we're gonna go general rocketry. Let's just launch a research. We won't be using it directly, but at least it's gonna advance slowly. Next mission is gonna be to reach for the star. So we just need to go 70 kilometers. It shouldn't be that hard. I need to get myself a good old KSP map, like Delta V map. Let's do that on the side. Let's also add the other planet mods. There we go, something like that. Yeah, not a value for fine. Should be good enough. We're just gonna plan what, like 500-600 more than we actually already have, and we should be good. So we still have perform experiment, mountain as shelf, tundra. That will be easier with plane or something like that. Temperature scan. Island, flying low, yeah. All those things are not super easy or super hard. We could do this one. Just a mystery go experiment wherever. Upper atmosphere, lower atmosphere. Yeah, let's go lower for now. We can take the other one another time. Okay, let's go out of here. So as we get money, we're also going to be able to upgrade the launch pad and everything. And I'm assuming this is also going to cost money. Makes sense. Let's go for upgrade. Yeah, we have a bit more points. I'm going to put it in science. Yeah, development. And double our research speed again, which is quite nice. Astronaut complex, all of that, I don't really have much to do right now for that. So let's just go directly upgrade our rocket. Maybe just adding a first solid rocket booster for the first stage would do the trick. Like we can keep that like that and just do decoupler at the bottom. Let's even go for like a bigger one. And to keep stability, let's do that. I think that should be fine. Reset. So first stage, then we separate, then second stage, separation and parachute, and there we go. 2,500, yeah, should be more than enough. MK3, let's save that. Let's even, we're gonna be higher, so we can have a bit less delta V. Yeah, we're not gaining much, but at least like that, we should be sure that we will be good. That's the idea at least. Thermal, we don't care. Do we have more science available? Not really. We still don't have the proper parachute. Yeah, I mean, hopefully we'll be fine. We might want to wait for at least the new parachute to come in. Just to have the drug. I think the drug would be nice. I don't think I need more chute, but just having the drug available might not be a bad idea. And we have reconditioning time, so much time do we need? 2 hours. Let's just warp to that. When we have parts. Recover. Nice. Okay, so we're finishing the reconditioning. I don't really like that it's stopping for that as well. Let's Go for survivability. I don't know why it's so hard to pronounce. It's the same word in French, so it shouldn't be a problem. Um, there we go. Okay, let's just add two parachute, and we should be good. Could also add rechargeable battery just in case. Honestly, yeah, let's just add one. Um, just in case we're missing a bit of energy. We never know. And we have those things. Hmm. We're probably gonna land on the water, so we can take it and take this one. Yeah, and let's only place one of those. Quite a big unit. Parachute. So let's buy both of them, but we realistically only need two of those. We'll add two of those as well, just to be on the safe side. Now we're a lot heavier. Yeah, we're basically went back to 2,500, which is fine. Change the color. Oh, we have too much parts. 4 part too many. There we go. Perfect. And that's already expensive. Okay. Yeah, that's already our part limit. So we might want to start building a new launch center. I think, is it the launch center or the construction building for that? I'm not actually sure. Ah, no, it's okay. It's the vehicle assembly building. Okay. This one is just a wait. Okay. VAB. Are we building 2 of those? Oh, we can rush the build. Let's scrap this first one. I think the second one is the proper one. That's interesting that we can do that. Okay. So let's first finish the general rocketry. How much would it cost? Yeah, this is expensive to improve. 137,000. How much money are we getting for our next mission? 60. Which is, it's not bad. Like our first research is basically paying for the rocket, and the second is going to be an upgrade at least. Yes. Kind of hate the fact that it's slowing down so much. I know we have supposed to have other mode to advance, but I'm not sure. 5 hour. 2 they are passing every time. Even when you consider the size of the rocket they were launching now, like that would be so much work to do. Like a week or 2 weeks is crazy fast even for that. Okay, that's complete. Rollouts, an hour to roll it out. So the bigger the rocket is, the longer the rollout is, I guess. I don't know if there's some upgrade for that. And it's the morning, perfect. And we can launch. Wondering if Jebediah are gonna pass level 1 with that. That would be nice. You would get the first few pilot upgrade, which wouldn't be a bad thing, to be fair. Okay, we can remove that. There we go. Those are projector light. Can we turn them on? No. Okay. Would have been nice. Okay. We are ready to launch. I don't think we need to prepare anything else, so let's just go 3, 2, 1, fire. That's the only thing that's missing from KSP2. It's the launch counter. That was super cool. So we're already accelerating quite fast. Let's start to slowly pitch to the side a little bit. And the first stage will be over now. There we go. Second stage is go. No problem, so that's good. Now we're gonna climb for a little bit. Let's try to turn a bit more. So we're always going toward the east to get a bit of free acceleration. And yeah, that sound is just a max sound every time. Is that the island? I think, yeah, island airfield, yeah. Yes, it is. Okay, so the goal is to go to 70,000 kilometers, so that's quite high. Why are we getting... We're having a problem, but I don't know exactly what it is. We don't want to do science for that. Let's just... How many reuse can we have with that? Generation 2. So I think we can turn it off. We are basically, yeah, in orbit with that. Oh crap, ablative shield leak, that's nice. The debris destroy, yeah, that's fine. First milestone reach 790, I don't know why that value. We're leaving the atmosphere in 39 seconds, so that's quite good. We're gonna let ourselves coast a little bit. Look at the map, we can see the path we're gonna be taking. Obviously the Kerbin is moving underground at the same time, so we shouldn't be too far. We haven't pushed that much, yeah. 350 meters per second, not anything crazy. Let's accelerate a bit. There we go, we are officially in space. So we can do a crew report, a bit of science there. Lock the temperature. Lock the pressure. Few milestones, we have completed our mission, so that's good. Yeah, we need flying low. We need to get back some data, so we're gonna keep that open, going down for the second mystery goo. This one, we're gonna log the temperature again, because technically you can log it 2 times to have the full science. Re-entry in 1 minute. The only thing we're gonna do is add a bit of horizontal speed. That's just done to reduce the increased inclination, so we are not going as fast toward the ground. That's the only thing it's really changing. We have a lot of electric charge, we should be good for that. We are entering back in the atmosphere. Battery is still mostly full. We don't have yet a solar panel or anything, so we need to be careful. But that's actually quite good. I don't even know if we can reuse it anymore. And now we're dropping fast. Let's try to relight our engine for a few seconds. Let's pull it toward the ground to slow more. There we go. Can drop it. One thing we didn't do is to separate the drogue. There we go. So those are in their own channel now. We're passing super close. Just free flying for now. So we need to, yeah. Yeah, can we please stay in the proper inclination? Yeah, we're not actually moving that fast anymore, so we're already past the worst re-entry point. Let's observe a mystery goo. There we go. The 2 drogue are deployed, so that's good. We have broken a land distance record of 100 kilometers. That's nice. And now we're actually going down quite slowly. Mission accomplished. Job done. I mean, I'm saying that we still need to deploy the second pair of parachute, but shouldn't be a problem anymore. Look at that flag. We're gonna make space plane at some point. Oh, we're already going down to 8 meters a second. Yeah, let's just deploy everything at that point. It might take a minute to go down. Where's the KSP from that direction? Yeah, we're just in the middle of the water here. Nice. Maybe it's there? Not even actually sure. Okay. Yeah, 7 meters per second is not really fast. We can let ourselves go down. We're gonna keep the electric charge because we still have that to use. Wherever we touch the ground. And we suffered parachute malfunction. Did we? We still have 5, so it should be good. I don't know. We have quite a few malfunctions though. It's not ideal. Okay, I thought I was in time warp, but not even. That's why it was a bit slow. We're going down 7 meters a second. What, 30 times 4, 30 meters a second. So there's like, what, minutes to go down? Yeah. I even have the time to go get some water, I think. Oh, even more. 2.5 meters a second. Yeah, one of the parachute is red. So maybe it's not working properly? Oh. We are upside down? I just cut those two. We're already going so slowly. There we go. Now we're on the right side. 6 meters a second. There we go. We can see the shadow. That's the best way to know when we're touching down. There we go. So, barometric data, and I think that's all. Sure. Normal recovery. Mission accomplished. That's already quite good. We're gonna see what mission we have next. Probably gonna be to go into orbit. Would make sense. 69 science total. Bunch of fun. We're starting to have a bit of money, so that's good. Jebediah, what did he get? Okay, solid fuel booster. First Kerbol in space. 4G for 3 seconds. 50 science or more. Okay. I think advanced rocketry is going to be the one to go into space easily. I mean, I'm sure we can already, but the theory is quite a nice engine for going to space. Yeah, the ISP in space is quite high. But maybe we don't even need it. this one could be good just to have bigger fuel tank. Other than that, we have general construction, which is mostly ground support. This one actually would be nice. But I don't think I have the money to take both of them. So let's take advanced rocketry. No, we do have the money. And let's take this one. There we go. I think after that, it's going to be basic science. It's giving us a few more science to do, which is going to be nice. And an experiment storage unit to be able to store more of them and come back with more science. There we don't have much reaction wheel. Yeah. Quite, I mean, useful equipment, but we don't need them right now. Okay, next step, orbit turbine. Yeah, I think that's the next step. Let's take that. We could take the upper atmosphere. Do we have anything else interesting? I mean, another mystery goose. At least it's going to pay for the rocket, and going into orbit will bring us the rest of the money. So it's not too bad. Okay. Let's go back here. So the challenge is to do it in a weight that is less than 18 ton and 30 parts. That's going to be the main challenge for that. Should be fine. Should be fine. We're going to need to change those tanks for sure. But other than that, already just this one. Oh. This one, white. Let's do something like that. 3,200 delta V. Starting to be quite decent. We got a better engine as well. How much mass do we still have? We should be fine to use this one. Yeah, that's a big boy all of a sudden. And we're still just below the limit, so it's quite good. 3,700, so it should be more than enough to get into space. Thrust weight ratio is acceptable. It's not anything crazy, but it should do the trick. Is there anything we want to be packing? We still have 2 parts technically left. More parachute. We are fine. Oh, I think that's going to be it. MK4 will be the last upper then. So that we're going to need to have a new class of ship. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, so it's going to be firing for quite a while. Hopefully we won't have any engine problem, but yeah. Launch it, restart the building process. It's going to take a bit of time to build, I guess, as well. Let's just see if we also have any more points to put on the research, maybe? Yeah, reconditioning launch pad, 5 day to build, not too long. Upgrade, we have 2 points. We can buy points with science and fun, so that's interesting. Let's do 8. Let's even go 16. So it will really be fast to do any tech. Yeah, 2 days to do the tech. We can warp to that directly. Yeah, for now, as we only have like a few small missions, we don't have anything crazy. We don't have different missions at the same time, left and right. But as we're going to move along, it's going to be really important to have like, I don't know if we can have more than 2 rocket construction at the same time, and we will be able to stock them. That's for sure. But yeah. Warp 2. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, it's still slowing down for the first, which is a bit of a pain. I would love if it didn't do that. We also are gonna have the sim module, which for some reason bring us here, but it shouldn't. Yeah, because there's the building underneath. Yeah. That we're gonna need to look at some points. That's gonna allow us to test our mission before doing them, and they're gonna have a cost depending on the difficulty of the mission, where it's happening, and the length, which is quite interesting. Since the rocket have a cost, it's like you can simulate them to test them directly without having to wait like the week or months to verify that they're working. But you have the downside, you need to pay for it, which is also interesting. Like we're not doing that for now, but at some point it will become important to test like different section of at least our rocket for it, just to make sure like, yeah, we want to land on like Mimnus, we need to check that we can land there. The thrust rate we can check before, but we need to check like delta V and everything. So that's quite cool. Delete and close, we can do the rollout, warp to that, and we'll send Jebediah again. I think I can send him again. He's not even level 1 yet, so it doesn't really matter who I'm sending, to be fair. There we go. Launch Jebediah. Yeah, still level 0, so it's fine. I don't know why my bitrate was dropping for a bit. Yeah, seems to be back to normal, so not sure exactly what. There we go. Hopper MK4 Mark IV. We are good to launch. I'm gonna keep that open instead. Because yeah, flying high, I think it's like here maybe, I'm not sure. So quite simple rocket, ready to launch. Let's go 3, 2, 1, fire. Yes. Let's revert the flight. I mean, just there was a test fire, misfire. We're just going again. As long like once it's in the flight, we're taking blame for it. Someone mess up, but I need to check with that because I'm not exactly sure how it's calculating. Like, I mean, I don't really care about the failure rate, right? But I care about how to reduce it, because the bigger our rocket will be, the more chance of problem we'll have. We have safety rating generation 1. Yeah, generation 4. So that's, I think, number of time we launch it. So it would make sense, like, I think just the more you launch it, the less problem you have. Which kind of makes sense. You're more used to it, so... Like engine, we should have, yeah, safety rating of 3. So, yeah, okay. Let's go again. Perfect. So let's slowly get up. We'll just get a mystery goo on the side. Be ready to open it. At 100 meters a second, we're starting to go slightly on the right. Not too much, but, you know, a few degrees. There we go. That's gonna start our gravity turn. We're gonna let our first stage get deplete. And there we go. The solid rocket booster are really don't really have a great ISP, but they have the advantage of being really cheap, which is why few companies are still using them today. I mean, I say few, drastically, like most of them are using it. SpaceX is like one of the only one that's not really using them anymore, because they weren't reusable, but other than that, it's still quite predominant. So we're really not gaining speed really that fast. The thrust to weight ratio there is relatively small. So we're gonna keep that angle for a bit of time. We should increase, we're still increasing our height there, so we should be fine. But we're using a lot of delta V, but as we're emptying it, we're slowly going faster and faster. The thrust to weight ratio is increasing, so it's good. We should be fine. Oh, we have a leak. Oh yeah, it's a big leak. Repair. Repair it. No? Oh, parachute failure as well. Are we gonna be able to go into space? I'm not sure anymore. Let's observe the mystery goo. We're high enough. Hopefully we're still gonna be able to go into space. We're really not at the most good approach, let's say like that. We're gonna keep burning for now. Let's go lower. Start to accelerate a bit more. Let's lower our thrust a little bit. We're still gonna increase, but we want to raise our apogee now. Our perigee, sorry. We don't have much delta V, so yeah, I don't think we're gonna make it. We lost so much delta V from the leak. Yeah. I don't think it's... Is it emptying also the other tank? No. I think it is. Oh, wow. Yeah, it completely fucked with us. Yeah, we're not going to space today. I mean, we're going to space, but we're not going to be doing much more than that. Okay, interesting. Let's just burn everything else. There we go. So 90,000 meter. Sadly, we won't be going much higher. Not today. Thankfully, nothing else broke. That's good. Let's just make sure that all the science is good. Yeah. Bit of science at least. Let's decouple there. And let's get ready to go back. Yeah, so we actually go really far this time. Can we see the distance? Doesn't seem like it. Okay. Yeah, and we lost one of the parachute, which is also not that great. Okay, now there's a bit of eating. Ablative shield is not even lowering that much. Is there anything increasing too much in temperature? We're actually fine for now. Yeah, I'm trying to place myself correctly. Yeah, not the most stable re-entry. Let's say it that way. But there's pretty color, so it's fine. Up. Get the drug. First. We're slowly slowing down. And we're already past like the worst part, the descent, so there we go. Yeah, we're gonna need to retry that now. Maybe I changed the engine and I add a bigger, like more tank. I could do that. Drogue deployed. And so if we look at the map now, where are we? We left from here and we're all the way there. That's parachute. Let's cut those two. There we go. We don't need more than those. Okay, small defeat there. Lost Lost one tank, basically empty everything else. Yeah. Could have been a bit better. But at least we're slowly increasing the level of everything, so that's still good in a way, I guess. Let's log everything. Okay, yeah, we're still able to do a bit of science. Can we do anything in the air? No. Yeah, we can turn the light on. There we go. With a nice sunset. Perfect. Up. Beautiful picture. And we are landed. So collect some more data. Nothing else. Log the temperature, pressure. We can also do a crew. Oh no, we already have one. Okay, there we go. Normal recovery. I mean, to be fair, there's not too much to recover in those cases. But yeah. So we got a bit of science, a bit of funding, basically reimburse flight. We need to recondition the launch pad and everything. Can we take another science? That's a question. Yeah, we have a bunch of mission for Pro, but that's not really what we want to do. Not right now, at least. Let's go back to vehicle assembly. Okay. How can we improve that? I think that engine is fine to keep. Much ISP? 240, 270? It's not that much. 310 would be a lot better. It's a bit heavier, but I think with one more tank, we can make the Reliant work better. So 2000, we are at like 3,700, something like that. I think we had one more part, so we can do that. Oh, we're overweight. Huh. Yeah, let's do that. 3,900 this way. We can do that. Our trust to weight ratio will be a lot better on the second stage as well. So we're now at MK5. And I'm sure this one will be the proper one. No doubt about that. What could go wrong? Such a weird question. Okay. What do we have here? Okay, let's swap those. Oh, a bit of fog. That's cool. Yeah, the main problem with this mod might just be that every time it's really slowing down to... Like, you really need to wait a 10 seconds. Which is a bit long. Let's finish that. We're gonna try to launch again, and after that, I'm gonna go eat. because I need to eat a bit, and we'll probably be back this afternoon, later in the day. Yeah. We're the morning, but there's not too much sound. Let's do the rollout. That's... no, a bit too fast. Yeah, those lights are amazing. We're launching with like just a ray just passing over it. That's fantastic. Launch. I don't know what's a filled tank that casing is. I mean, technically, one of the tank is not full. It's technically also not a tank, but who knows? Okay. We are good to go. I think one of the things we can do is do a crew report here. Yeah, on Launchpad. I think we can even do observation here. Yeah. Yeah, because every building in the KSP is technically a biome as well. Oh, okay, we're launching. That's good. So we're going a bit slower. It's fine. The first stage won't be doing as much, but the second stage hopefully won't have any leak and will be going a lot further. That's the hope. Okay, we're slowly picking up speed. Let's start to do a slow gravitating turn. We reach thrust to weight ratio of 2, so not anything crazy. There we go. So much bigger flame. Oh, we don't have swivel. Ooh. So everything will be done with the control wheel. Yep, that's a problem. That's a problem. That's perfectly. That's KSP. If you guys don't know KSP, that's just a launch maneuver. That's really advanced. That's no worries there. Yeah, that's fine. That's perfectly fine. Who needs attitude control? That's not useful realistically. Yes, yes, yes. Yes, okay. There. Oh, it's lagging, it's lagging. No, no, don't come back. No, you're fine, you were fine. So as we're slowing down, we're actually picking up more speed, so the drag is increasing again, and the reaction wheel are not strong enough to counteract it. But we slow down enough for the reaction wheel to pick it up for a second. Yeah, I'm sure we can reach space like that. I mean, it's a bit dizzying for Jebediah, but it's been trained for that. 31,000 meter. We should be reaching the end of the atmosphere quite soon. Okay, we might be fine. Let's try to go more incline, because we're gonna reach space in a few seconds. I'm actually surprised the monitor hasn't turned off yet. Okay, let's turn it off for now. Do we have a leak again? At least it's only one thing, but I still, again, I'm not sure we're gonna be able to reach space. Oh man. Okay, let's just slowly advance. The higher we are, the easier it should be to reach after that apogee. To increase the perigee, sorry. So hopefully we'll be good. Oh, second leak. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, 2 out of 5. Yeah, who needs that? So either I'm gonna need to add fins or I'm gonna need to change the engine again. Yeah, maybe I'm gonna need to change the engine. Let's increase the speed a bit. Okay. Don't have much delta V left. Yeah, we're not reaching space. We're not reaching the orbit today again. Yeah, there we go. At least we're not trapped in space. So that's something. Okay. We're slowly dropping down. Ablative shield is... yeah, we must have had a leak or something. Oh. Oh. Temperature is rising fast. Yeah, we should be slow now. Enough already. 600 meter seconds. That's fine. Yeah. Let's deploy those guys. Let's put some light on every time I'm... oh, that doesn't feel like a light anymore. Okay, we're 1000 meter. We're deploying everything. Yeah, we cannot see anything, but be fair, those two parachutes are only there in case basically the main one doesn't work. But I never had the main one not working. So maybe I should stop being scared of that and just accept it. We're still over water, so that's good. And we'll be on the ground in a few seconds. Yeah, I don't know what to change. Let's try maybe another engine. I think if we had the swivel, we would have been fine. Yeah, other than that, for now we're just losing money every launch, which is not great. Thankfully, we have a bit of money for that, but it's not ideal. Okay, bit of science, bit of funding, so we're nearly reimbursed everything. 6G for 3 seconds. Reconditioning the launch pad 1 days. Okay, that's starting to be a bit long. Yeah, that's gonna give us a lot of money at some point. We will need to do that. Okay, let's see what we can change. Oh, is it tested? No. Yeah, that's actually a good question. Let's go into our engine. Technically, now we have what? We could use the swivel. 250, 320 is technically a bit better. And the swivel does have swivel. I mean, vectoring. So that could be good. Yeah, this one doesn't, so we won't be using that one. All those are too small. I mean, maybe a pug could do the job, to be fair. That would more be like a third stage. And let's do a swivel. Different type of shroud. Let's go kind of like this one, but it's not cover, which is a bit weird. So let's go for that. We should be good in terms of mass and everything, so that's fine. What else can we do? Yeah, the delta V didn't change that much. We lost a bit of thrust to weight ratio. I think we're good to go. So technically that's a MK6 variant now. Save, launch, there we go. Okay, hopefully last flight to orbit, that would be nice. Hopefully we have a bit less leak. Yeah, I'm wondering how we're gonna do with that though. Because are we gonna need to test like new parts every time before doing anything proper? All of that is a bit too expensive, and we don't have 45. Yeah, so we cannot really do much. Let's warp for that. We probably, yeah. Oh no, we don't even have upgrade anymore. Okay. Warp to completion. Eight minutes remaining, should be there any seconds now. And upper MK6 is gonna be ready. So just 3 engine tests. That's all. We're just testing all the engine possibility. Rollout 2 hours. I'm guessing we can also increase probably the rollout time. No, it doesn't even look like it. Yeah, that's, I guess, capped. Oh. Fine. Okay, close that. Launch. There we go. Yeah, we're under 200,000 now. Like, we're slowly losing money. I mean, it's normal. Going to space is not easy. I think it's like the most try I've used to launch anything in a while in KSP. I mean, I haven't played in a while as well, so it makes sense. But yeah. Okay, 3, 2, 1, fire. Perfect. No problem, nothing breaking directly. That's a win. So I think we're actually gonna wait for the first engine to be used. No, let's try to gravity turn a little bit still. Up. There we go. And second engine. We're gonna take a bit of speed. Try to increase a bit the slope. Yeah. At 10,000 meter, we're gonna go 45 degree. I think that's gonna be the goal for now. It's a relatively light craft, so it should be fine. I said with confidence, and there was absolutely no problem. All like instrumentation error were just a glitch, and it never happened. Okay, we're gonna raise our altitude, continue there. Now I think we should be good to go into space. I'm gonna slowly lower the engine, try to pick as much horizontal speed as possible. So we have less work to do with the perigee at the end. Yeah. Let's try pushing even more. Let's go full horizontal now. We're actually burning a bit in the lower atmosphere. It's fine. Convective flux is slowing down. It's good. No worries. Okay. Hopefully we can relight it. I know some of them cannot, so let's wait to increase our altitude now, try to sell a bit of the delta V remaining, but I think we should be good. Like, we're going quite fast already, so... Why? Why? Everything was working this time. LT45 swivel as for an alternator failure. Maybe it's just an alternator. Maybe it's fine. I'm sure it's fine. I'm sure it's just we cannot generate power with it. But yes, oh, beautiful. It's working. We just cannot make electricity. It's fine. Okay, let's increase our altitude again. We're gonna be quite short actually on delta V. So let's go maximum height. 3 minutes. Let's accelerate a bit. We're going to need to be careful with our electricity though, because we're not producing any more. There we go. And we are now in orbit. We have basically 0 delta V remaining, so we're going to go down directly. And mission accomplished. Perfect, brilliant engineering. Everything worked. No problem. Anyone that will say the contrary are enemy of the state. At this point, everything was fine. Let's just log. Yeah, we don't have any science to do anymore there. And let's just go down. There we go. We're gonna go down relatively fast. Oh, it's gonna be nighttime again. That's a bit sad. Let's remove the SAS so we don't use too much power going down. But we should be fine. Yeah, there we go. Can I research anything there? We can get a bit of science, but basically nothing. Yeah, we're starting to cook a bit. Let's try to place ourselves in the correct orientation. That's better. Yeah, so I'm playing with like harder re-entry modes and everything, so it's re-entry might be challenging at some point. Now we're not like going super fast, so it's not the worst. But we're gonna need to be careful. Yeah, we're actually entering quite fast. Okay. We're decelerating at like nearly 2G and rolling. But now I cannot do much. Yeah, we don't have any electricity left. Okay, let's wait for everything to slow down. And let's deploy those guys. We don't actually need electricity for that, so it's quite nice. And let's deploy those guys also. I can cut this one. Cut this one. And we can slowly go down. But there's actually one drogue that is broken. Okay, one stage was destroyed. We don't really care about that. One radial drogue is also broken. So mission accomplished. Finally. I mean, nearly didn't work out, but we're good now. So we just need to slowly get down. I mean, that's a fantastic thing. We literally cannot see anything. Oh, we're over land this time. We only have 3,000 meters to go down. Okay. So drogue are open and we're already at the correct speed. We might be able to do some more science. Yes. Yeah, I think that's the only science we can do, apparently. Let's try to advance a bit. Still 1,000 meters to go. And now the main parachute is deployed, so that's good. 7 meters a second is, I think, below like 12 is acceptable. Above 12, you start having problem. And sometimes you get unlucky or unlucky and can still crash at lower speed, but that's why it's better to like reduce the speed when you're like reduce the warp at the last second at least. So you simplify the simulation, I guess. There we go. 6 meter touchdown. Oh, we're actually in a puddle. Normal recovery. That's good. And mission accomplished. We have a bit more science, a bit more funding, so that's nice. Advanced to level 1, so he's going to be able to do a bit more now. Award for being first Kerbal orbiting around Kerbin. For flying horizontally at Mach 3, below 30,000 meters. Yeah, that's quite an achievement. So a bit of time to make sure everything's go back to normal. We're going to have new mission, exploring the moon. Fly by, first science from the moon, so I think that just, yeah, literally just passing over it's going to be fine. Actually, it might be a mission that's going to be quite easy to do. The only thing is we're going to need to improve that to get more parts, and we don't have the money for it yet. Probably that as well, to be fair. And this will give us the patch conic, which also going to be useful to go to the moon. Probably under 30 part we can manage without, but this one and this one might be necessary. This one probably 18 ton is not that much. But yeah, there we go. Kcalbeloh is level 1. Oh, it takes time to get ready as well. Okay, that's interesting. We have a bit of science. Still cannot do much of it. We could go like into some aviation to get some wheel to move around the base and get some more money. Actually, might be a good idea. Because I think we have all the science we need to go to the moon, and at least around the moon. I don't know for going to the moon, but for the rest we should be good. But we could also take the science to just be able to do more science. That's always a good idea. How many science do we get from there? We get a probe core, which is not bad. Experiment return unit, yeah, that's just all the same thing basically. Oh no, we get the science junior. Oh, yeah, we want that. Yeah, we don't really have a choice. We need to take that. Okay. Yeah, so there we go. That's going to be the choice. If we can afterward, we might take aviation. And then we have what? Space exploration, a bunch of small habitation module. Miniaturization, it's smaller parts. Electric is a bunch of, okay, prop core, more battery. Thermal, do we get any? Yeah, photovoltaic panel, that's quite nice. Container module. And yeah, there we go. Those are more reaction wheel that could also be useful for easier re-entry. Efficient. I thought it was electric propulsion. I was like, are we already getting there? No. More efficient propulsion. Yeah, the ISP is actually 468 is crazy. I mean, it's a big one. It's really a big engine, but the thrust in the vacuum is kind of crazy. We could try to use that. I know the problem with those is that fuel tank are a lot bigger, but could work. We have like our best engine is probably going to be the Terrier for a while, 345. Maybe this one? No, just 300. Yeah, 342. Yeah, so 345 is our best. But the advantage of this one is it's quite light, so it's easy to use, and you don't need infinite thrust once you're in orbit, so that's fine. But yeah, I think I'm gonna stop here for today, guys. Thank you for watching, and I see you guys next time. Ciao, ciao.